Eurosport HD is now available.
The sport of strongman has been pushing the limits of human capacity for almost 2 decades. At the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut, the first leg of the Strongman Super Series, the bars are once again raised in some of the heaviest events ever seen. The honours now falling to Oslo, Norway, to keep pushing the boundaries of what the human body can endure. This is the Strongman Super Series. Welcome to the summer hills of the Norwegian capital, Oslo. The Viking Power Challenge, which marks the second leg of the Strongman Super Series. We'll start off with 2-meter yoke walk. We'll have some super heavy overhead lifting with the log as well as with the circus dumbbell. We have a 330 kilo deadlift, and we'll finish off with a tire flip and of course the obligatory Atlas stones. And we'll finally decide who will win the Viking Power Challenge and receive valuable Super Series points.
Yeah, last year I won the World Championship in the Super Series, and you know it's always seems like this competition suits me really well, and you know I'm really looking forward to this year. I came in to Mohegan Sun, you know I really wanted to win that contest, ended up second, so you know it's really the thing with the Super Series is just being consistent, being you know on top of things all the time, and going to every contest and doing well at every contest. So that's my plan.
It feels really good to be the strongest man in Norway, and it's very nice to get all the best athletes in the world to come here and compete. I'm very looking forward to it.
Well, we have 12 competitors representing 8 countries here in Norway. First up, we have Denmark's strongest man, Nikolai Hansen. Next, we have the Norwegian log lifting champion, Bjorn André Solvang. There's Hansen. There is Solvang. He's followed by the youngest competitor of the day, only 19 years of age, from Romania, Pejol. We also have the runner-up in the Danish strongest man competition, Mikkel Lecht. Next up, promising Norwegian strongman, 26-year-old Espen Erner. He's followed by Iceland's #1 and world's strongest man competitor, Stefan Solvi Petersen. And from Great Britain comes one of the rising stars of the game, Lawrence Big Loz Shalai. And from Minnesota, one of the most experienced in the group, 4th place finisher from the first leg, David Ostlund. Another finalist from the first leg is Sweden's Muscle Mountain, Johannes Ajo. And from Bulgaria, with possibly the best grip in the world in overall place so far, Stoyan Todachev. And the tallest and heaviest and arguably the strongest man in the group, the world leader, Brian Shaw. And last but by no means least, we have the Norwegian favourite stepping into the Super Series action, Norway's strongest man, Richard Skog. And there we have the competitors lined up and ready for the first event, the 410 kilogram, 20-meter yoke walk. And we get things going here with one of the heaviest and most action-packed events of the day, the Super Yoke. The competitors race head-to-head, but it's all about individual times. The distance is 20 meters, the weight is 410 kilograms, and the first up is aspiring Norwegian strongman Espen Erner and Icelandic champion Stefan Solvi Pedersen. Great start. A terrific time for the Norwegian, but trouble for Pedersen, who injures his calf. And next up is Britain's Lauren Scheller, who faces the Minnesotan giant David Ostlund. Well, a very impressive effort there. So Johanna's in action against Brian Shaw, and Shaw's really setting the standard here, claiming top position. If he wins this one, and he will be the man to beat. Fantastic run there by Shaw.
Yoke is something I've had to work on over the past, year or so to get better. It's one of those things where everybody's getting so quick that, it's really you have to be good at the start, you have to be good at the middle, and learn how to accelerate through the race. So I'm happy. I feel like I've still got some room to improve on that, but this was a lot better. I'm happy with the performance.
Yep, last period of challenge for the points are in the walking event expert Stojan Torochev and Norway's main man Richard Skog. Skog on the right of your screen. So Torochev and Skog go head to head. Well, looks like Torochev's going to get this. Crosses the line first. A good effort from the duo, but still a few seconds off the front runners. Here have the final results coming up from the Super Yoke. A clear victory for the reigning champion, who takes a grip on this competition in the very first event. A solid effort by Lauren Scheller as well, claiming the second spot. But unfortunately, two of the competitors, Stefan Pedersen and Torochev, picked up injuries in the opening event and had to throw in the towel for the rest of the competition. Sad ending for those two athletes, but for the remaining team, 10, the action continues with the log lift. So one of the most classical strongman events is indeed the overhead log lift. In this competition, all athletes must clear all the weight starting at 140 kilos, adding 10 kilos up to 180, 5 from there on in. The order of the lifters is in order of their total standings. So, Solvang of Norway, he's in 12th place after one event, first to go. So, how many times can he get this over his head? Don't forget they start at 140 kilograms. And here comes the Romanian. This is Paul Pirjong. He's in 11th place. Don't forget we're starting in reverse order. The last position goes first in this event. And that's a decent lift there from Pirjong, the Romanian. Next up, this will be Mikkel Lecht of Denmark, who's in 9th place after the first event. 140 kilograms here. That's almost 300 pounds, by the way, in English money. Yep, successful lift there by Lecht. Next up, we're going to have Johannes Ojo of Sweden, who's in 7th place. Well, not too much trouble there for the Swede. Next up with Richard Skog, who's in 6th place, comes from Norway. Very popular local, well, not local necessarily, but certainly very popular Norwegian. This being in Oslo. Sit above his head. Next up, another Norwegian, Espen Erne. He, as you can see, there's in fourth place after the first event. Tough event. Oh, he's struggling, he's struggling. And he locked those elbows. Yep, he's done it. So, successful for our second Norwegian. Now the big American. Sorry, my apologies. David Ostland from the USA, third place, in fact, after the first event, but still a big American. But not the biggest. That's a decent lift for him, though. And be Lawrence Shalai of Great Britain, who's in second place after the first event. 140 kilograms here. Yep, very successful there for Lawrence. And of course the big Yank is going to be next. He's in first place, of course, after that first event. And we do have Brian Shaw coming up. There he is. So Brian Shaw looking to add more points here to the ones he took in the Super Yoke. Yep, he's done that. No problem for him. So adding 10 kilograms. This, in fact, adding more than that, adding 30. This one goes up to 170. And 180. Well, Bjorn André Solvang of Norway will take first spot at 180 here. Don't forget he's in 12th place. And obviously the Norwegian crowd getting behind him, and rightly so. And he's done it. That's a cracking lift. 180. Seems to have done that one more easily than did the 140. Next up, Paul Puyol of Romania, who's one place in front at 11. Don't forget, we've got 12 athletes here. Oh, and no. Will he get this up? Incredibly heavy. He is going to struggle here, isn't he? Not having any joy at all. So Puyol then gives up there. Blame him. Next up, Denmark's Mikkel Lechte, who's in 9th place after that yoke walk. And he's just come in and attacked this very heavy bar, 180 kilograms, remember. And he's struggling too. I can't say I'm surprised. This looks almost impossible, doesn't it? No, he won't have any more of that. And the Swede coming up next. Don't forget Sweden and Norway, our neighbouring countries. Johannes Ojo, 7th place. Now, can he get this up over his head? You wouldn't bet against him, would you? Yep, locks the arms. Yep, he's done it. So the Swede does well. Right, our second Norwegian then, Richard Skog, 6th place after this event, attacks this 180 kilograms, doesn't he? He ran at that. In the right frame of mind, can he do it? Yes, he can. To popular Norwegian support. And he's followed by his countryman here, the third Norwegian in action, Espen Ona, who is in 4th place. Looking to improve on that. Oh, he is going to struggle as well, as so many do. It's awkward and it's incredibly heavy. No, I don't think he's going to bother. No, quite right. Well, the first of two Americans. This is David Ostland of the USA in 3rd spot. Coming into this second event. Oh, he almost buckled over there, didn't he? No, he's not going to do this, I don't think. That's a supreme effort here. Third try. No, he's had enough. Who can blame him? And, well, the Brit who's in second place, Lawrence Shalai, now coming to the 180-kilogram weight. Can he get it over his head? You'd like to think so, wouldn't you? Lawrence Shalai there. Not the kind of thing you can really mess about with, is it? Excellent lift, though, by Lawrence. And, of course, the points lead at the moment. Brian Shaw, another American, coming up next. There he is. He's just bringing up the rear. Has the pleasure of going last because he's in first place. And he's a giant of a man. Oh, that was a struggle, but he's done it. Well, goes up again. This time to 185 kilograms. There are the standings after the 180. As you can see, Brian Shaw is still in the lead. So 185 then, and Bjorn André Solvang of Norway, who is still in 12th spot, looking to improve on that here, going for 185. And you hope he does it, don't you? He's done it. Good lad. And he will be followed by the Swede, Johannes Ojo. Don't forget, he's in 7th spot. Coming to this. All looking, of course, to improve on their current position. Is he going to lift it? I don't know. Nope, he's had enough. Or has he? He's had enough, I think. Yep. So the second of our Norwegians coming up to the VAR. This is Richard Skog, who's in 6th spot. And once again, the crowd getting behind him, just as they did with Solvang. And you so hope he does it, don't you? Richard Skog struggling here to get this bar very far. Oh, he's got it up to his neck. Under his chin. Can he lift it? Oh, what a shame. What a shame for Skog there. So the big Englishman then, Lawrence Shalai there. And don't forget, he needs all the points he can possibly get here because he's in 2nd spot. And he really wants to put the pressure on Brian Shaw. Ooh, this is a struggle here for Lawrence. He's not going to bother either. Who can criticise him for that? Not me. So the big yank then. This is Brian Shaw looking to increase his lead here. And don't forget, he did struggle with the 140 to a degree. And this is 185 kilograms. And Brian Shaw successfully gets that above his head. Does very well. Well, it's going up to 190 now. There's the standings as we stand, so to speak. Shaw still in front. 185 he lifted. They won the first event. So Bjorn André Solvang runs once again to the bar. And still trying to improve on that 12th spot. And looking good. Oh, Solvang almost got that up. Almost. 190, remember. Very, very heavy. Well, Brian Shaw from the USA now will come up next. And he's the only man left in. 190. Can he do this and win his second event? And you wouldn't put it past him, would you? Oh, he'll go for it, don't worry about that. Strongman, very, very determined. Wearing a gum shield as well. Well, unfortunately for him, he hasn't managed to lift to 190. But that's no great surprise.
It feels very good from the bottom of my heart to come as the split first place between Brian and me. So Rickard, he is the home favorite, but the log lift was my personal best event, so that was my chance to show what I'm good for.
Very good pressing, you know. So I'm happy to get joint first on that one, and we'll see if we can keep it going here.
2 out of 2, and so Brian's proving himself the champion again.
Trying to, you know, maybe it's still a long contest, and there's still a lot of events, so it's too soon to say that, but we'll see. You know, hopefully I can keep it going.
Kevin here have the results of the log lift, a true world-class field with 9 athletes clearing 170 or more. We also find Brian Shaw gaining some distance to Shalai at the top. When we move on to the dead lifts. The deadlift is all about back power, 330 kilograms to be lifted as many times as possible. And lifting straps are allowed to make this a back strength competition rather than a grip. And we have Nikolai Hansen against Mikael Lech. And, well, the two Danes didn't have their best event here, both of them finishing with only 2 repetitions. And home heroes Espen Ona and Bjorn Andre Solvang managed slightly better results with 3 and 4 lifts respectively. Richard Skog, another home favourite. Richard Skog only matched his compatriot Ona's as a result with 4 lifts. Good lift. David Ostlund, 4th place after 2 events. Good lift. 330 kilograms, remember. Straighten the back up, lock the legs. Looking for his 5th here to put him in the lead. And I think he's done that, yes he has. So Ostlund going well here, he's got 5. And this might be tough to top. 25 seconds left. One more. Lifting straps, they're getting wrapped around this bar. Can he make it 6? No, he can't. Who can blame him? So the Englishman, Lawrence Shalai, then, in 2nd place after 2 events. And looking, of course, to beat the 5. Just been set there by Ostlund, the American, or one of 2 Americans. I find it rather odd that they don't wear some sort of shoe for this event. 1 lift. Good lift. Well, speed obviously the essence here for Shalai. Good lift. Good momentum this from the Englishman. Good lift. 5, well, he's equalled it. Can he go 1 better than Ostlund? I think he can. Yes, he has. Terrific. 6.
I always come to try and win. You know, every competition I go to, I want to try and come first. But there's so many good athletes. As long as I can try and come top 3, consistent performances, that's what I'm after this year. And then hopefully peak towards World's Strongest Man later in the year. There's so many good guys here today. You know, you've got Brian Shaw, the big, huge American guy. He's possibly the best guy in the world right now. The local man, Richard Skog, he's another huge guy. And so many great athletes. I mean, everyone from, like, there's a young guy, Paul, he's only 19, I think, and he's doing huge, huge numbers. So everyone's tough, and they all need to have, you have to have respect for each one of them.
So now we have Johannes Ojo in 5th place after 2 events. And then we get, of course, the target to beat here set by Lawrence Shalai is of 6 lifts. Can the Swede match or beat 6? 330 kilograms. Yeah, well, the referee there just ensuring that Ojo lifted it completely and fully. You don't want to drop this on your foot, do you? Well, up to 4. And I think he's had about enough. Or has he? Will he go for more? Yes, he will. As I say, this is not about grip, this is about back strength. And 330 kilograms is a mighty weight. So, the Swede, Johannes Ojo, is going now for number 5. A bit of a break there. Will he do it? No, he won't. Well, what a shame. So, the Norwegian leader at the moment, Brian Shaw of the USA. Still in first spot, of course, after 2 events. Levelled the previous one. So, don't forget, he's got 6 to beat. In fact, he's got to get 7 to win this event. It's 1. And he's such a big guy, very strong. Well, he's got to 4. 2 to go to equal it. 3 to beat it. Make that 2 now. Well, he has equalled the Shalai 6 lifts. 1 more to win it, and that won't be beaten. He's done it. 7 lifts there. Fantastic by Brian Shaw. 2. He's won 2 events and drawn 1. So Brian Shaw continues his streak. In first place, he's getting another 12 points. And Lawrence Shalai reaffirms his grip on the runners-up position by claiming 11 points. And well, looks like being the only one with a shot at giving the reigning champion a money as we step into the next event coming up, the circus dumbbell. They are the standings as we go after 3 events.
Have you already chosen your tire? Because the tire makes the car. Japan quality. Yokohama, your tire.
The universe must be saved. Your mission, your way to become a hero. Sign up now for free online browser game Dark Orbit and start with a mega battleship as an extra gift. darkorbit.com/Eurosport.
Complete sports coverage of all the major stories, scores and results, and live action on demand. All online at eurosport.yahoo.co.uk.
The autumn series reaches its finale with the test matches. And we have every ball live.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! What a strike! Oh, goodness me! He's smoked that!
The circus dumbbell is the 4th and last event before the cut, and of course this puts extra pressure on the athletes with a place in the final on the line. Sitting the last 2 final seats after 3 events is Richard Skog and Espen Erner, who come out together, and they both need a good result here. So Erner on the left and Skog on the right. Erner 6th after 3 events, Skog 5th. And here we go. 26-year-old Erner, impressive here. Dumbbell, well, Richard Skog probably could have done, or could do slightly better. goes. Well, as you can see, Erna doing better here. Although, I've got to say, Skog could catch him. How many lifts can you get in a certain time? Is the question. Nothing in it at the moment. Not really. I just hope they have a very heavily reinforced floor. You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? Oh. Well, Skog got that up, but he's still one behind here. So 2 Norwegians. Well, I've got a feeling here Erna's going to get this. And Skog there, sadly losing time. And the time has gone, the 90 seconds has disappeared, and well, Skog wins. Sorry, Erna impressive here in the circus dumbbell, while Skog probably could have done better. Some pressure though on the top 4. Who's the spectators delight took on the circus dumbbell one at a time. So David Ostlund, the American then, who's in 3rd spot after 3 events. Don't forget 90 seconds to get as many repetitions as possible. He's got 9 to beat. Well, it's possible, I think, for Ostlund to get to 9, but it just looks unlikely. Another 30-odd seconds to go. And, well, he's got to 6. Another 3 to go. In 20 seconds. That's a real tough ask, isn't it? Not resting that right arm either. You'd think he'd change. Four seconds to go. Yes, he's done a very, very good job there. Ostlund, 8. So here comes the big Swede next, Johannes Ojo. He's in 4th spot after 3 events. And of course he's got 9 to beat, and he's got to beat Ostlund as well, who's on 8. Well, I've got to say this looks pretty easy so far for the Swede. Bit of a smile on his face, they're almost non-committal, but of course they are very committed. I don't know what the secret is, by the way. Pure strength, technique, obviously comes into play. I suspect you need one. If you've got the other, you'll be successful. All right, doing well. Doing well. Don't forget, he's got 90 seconds, got another 40-odd seconds to go. And that's 6. All you've got to do is lock the elbow. I say that's all you've got to do. That's a tough ask. Very good, going exceptionally well. Still got time now to get in another. He's equalled the 2nd spot, and he's equalled the 1st spot. Terrific. So Ojo then has got 8 seconds left to get one more lift in. And he's done it, 10. Fantastic. So Lawrence Shalai then, the Englishman, 10 to beat. Still in 2nd spot after his exertions. Well, I'll tell you what, to have got 10 in when you think your average is one sort of every 10 to 12 seconds, to have got 10 lifts in, as Ojo did there, is very, very good. Well, about half the time used up here by Shalai, and he's still capable of getting 10, 11, possibly even 12 for the speed. 7 at the moment, don't forget, 8, 9 and 10 to beat. Well, he's equalled the previous second. Joint second place now. Sorry, joint third place, my apologies. 10 was the leading lift so far. Oh, what a shame there for Lawrence. Well, he's got 8. Well, Brian Shaw now. Can he put the mockers on the Swede? Don't forget, he got 10 lifts. Brian Shaw, of course, the overall leader after 3 events. And he's got a good time, Brian Shaw. And if anyone stands a chance of beating Ojo, it's got to be him. Very determined young man. Doesn't mess about, does he? That's 5. And he's doing really well. 8 seconds per lift. That's 6. Yeah, he's doing really well. Then we get 10 to beat. And he's just got about 27 seconds to do it. Well, it looks like he may equal. He's done 9 already. This has got him in joint second place. This will get him in joint first place. Yes, it has. 10. And he's got 12 seconds left to get 1 more lift in to win this category. This is the circus dumbbell. He's done it. 11. And you would not have bet against him, would you? Terrific lifting there. Brian Shaw once again unbeatable as he cruised through to the final with 47.5 points out of a maximum 48. A sensational display by the world #1. And after that event, we've got 6 athletes who are through to the final 2 events. One of them, the Norwegian surprise, Espen Ørne, who currently sits in 5th position.
Yes, I have had some good competition in Norway before, and in Norway I missed on some events, and Richard got ahead of me there, but today I have performed as good as I can do, so I'm very, very happy. My goal today was to make the cut, and now I'm 4th, tied with David, so I'm very, very happy now.
So what do you think about the last 2 events?
I'm not sure. I'm feeling a bit happy now, so my temperament is a little low now, so I have to gear up, and tire flip is okay, and the stones on Norwegian Strongest Man I did pretty good, so I hope to keep my 4th place to the end.
So Dave, you did well in the Super Series in Mohegan as well, and you seem to be doing well here.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. I'm kind of a little disappointed. I feel like my pressing's been a little lower than what I expected, but it's not too bad, and it's enough to get me through the cut here, and I'm joint 4th, and I like tire and I like stones, so I think I can get some more points back.
Dumbbell results, and we'll have the overall standings after 4 events coming up. There they are. They are the circus dumbbell results, and they are the overall standings. Brian Shaw still in front.
You know, coming into this, you know, being told that I'm the favorite, or, you know, hearing that, you know, it's great to hear it, but at the same time, like, when the competition starts, we all start at 0, you know, and in order to win, you have to beat everybody, you know, so it's something coming in where, you know, it doesn't really matter who's the favorite, it matters who performs during the competition. And so that's kind of the approach that I take, is that you need to, in order to win, you need to do well. So as long as you keep doing that, then, you know, I think things will fall into place.
He looks amazing. He's a good strongman. He's mouse, but he can move as a cat. Not really, maybe, but he's really athletic, and he got no weakness, and he's a good guy as well, but he's really, really good. So I have to say that he's the favorite, yeah.
I mean, obviously Brian's always post good results in any contest he does. But I mean, there's a lot of good guys here, and you just never know with strongman. Guys can make a mistake here or there, or other guys could have unexpectedly good performances and put a lot of points between you and another person. So you just, and you never really know, you know, if somebody is the favorite, you don't really worry about that too much.
Well, Shaw is the big favourite, and he has a comfortable lead so far, but there's another battle being fought out between two friends and neighbours who just happen to be the strongest men in Sweden and Norway, Johannes Ojo and Richard Skog.
For some reason, this is the only competition that he's ever beaten me in. So I've been beating him in at Worlds, and I won in Sweden, but for some reason I just can't beat him here. And this is the third time I'm here, so my goal is to try to change that this year, and I will do my best to beat him this time.
I will do everything in my power that will not let that happen. It's like with me and Johannes, it's very important to me to beat him also. We have beat each other like every second time now, so it's a little funny between me and him. Yeah, good mates.
As long as I beat Richard today, I don't care about the result. So yeah, that's the most important thing.
For everything that's going on in the world of sport, with up-to-the-minute scores and results, the latest news.
Well, the cut has been made, and for the remaining 6 competitors, the tyre flip is next on the programme. The tyre weighs a whopping 550 kilos and has to be flipped 6 times. Best time on most flips win. Well, first up, we've got Erna in action here. The Swede against the Norwegian, against Johannes Ojo. And let's just see how these two get on. Don't forget, 550 kilograms this tyre weighs. Most flips or best time. If you only do 3, but you do it quicker than your opponent, you'll win. Almighty tyres, aren't they? So, Sweden versus Norway, and don't forget these two have got a massive rivalry between them. Well, it looks like 58 seconds there. Oh, this is such a tough event. So, Sweden do it in 55.9 seconds. Norway don't. They've got a good solid performance there by the Norwegian, but Ojo?
I just made a cut. I don't feel so well. I have some problems in my back after the deadlift. The first rep, something happened back there. But I took the one dumbbell and just made it barely. So I will try to fight more and try to tire flip. I don't giving up.
It feels like the 2 remaining events are really down your alley. You could pick up some points there.
Yeah, I can. It's 2 very good events. My back, it's okay. I will fire up some good points. Yes, yeah.
So Richard Skog then in action against David Ostlund of the USA, and Skog the Norwegian, second of 3 Norwegians. And well, a little bit of advantage there, trying to actually getting a little bit of distance out of the tyre when it landed. And Ostlund on the far side, the American, and Skog really struggling here. Don't forget, 550 kilograms this tyre weighs. Can they get 6 flips in, or as many as they possibly can in the quickest time? Well, interesting there. Ostlund got a bit of ground on Skog, but Skog has got it back. And this is just sheer strength and determination. Unbelievable. Well, he's not got it over the line yet, but he has done 6, and there you are. Skog does well. Great comeback there against his American rival. And Shaw and Shalai are next up. Here we go. Lauren Shalai, second place after 4 events, in action here against Brian Shaw. And, well, I don't know who your money's on. And Shalai, there he is. And it's 55-something seconds. And this is good lifting by these two men. Lifting and virtually throwing if they possibly can. And Brian Shaw, you just wouldn't bet against him, would you? He's doing exceptionally well here in a cracking time as well. But then again, so too is the Englishman, Lawrence Shalai. And there you are, that's it. Well done, look at that, less than 36 seconds for Brian Shaw. And how many, this is going to be his 4th event, don't forget he's 1-3 in level 1, sorry, 1-2 in level 3. No, 1-3 in level 1 so far of 4 events. Could this be his 4th in 5? And he's trying to encourage Shalai there. Good stuff. Another outstanding performance by Shaw, keeps his relentless momentum going. Still unbeaten after 5 events. And there you see the leaderboard. And Richard Skog takes important points to the total and is now tied with Ona in 5th place. And he still has a few more points to go to reach his rival, Johannes Ojo. Terrific.
I'm starting to have some luck with my competition. Last year I finished 7 many times, just like outside the finals, and this year it seems like the luck has changed and it's finally with me, so it feels good and I'm in good shape, and hopefully I can keep it up all the way into the end today and finish on the podium, perhaps 3rd and maybe 2nd.
So only one event to go now here in Stofell, Norway. The Atlas stones, the 5 stones ranging from 120 to 200 kilos should be placed on the pedestal, starting with the lightest and moving up. The most stones of the best time wins. Exciting action to come then, as we've got Richard Skog and Brian Shaw, 2 of the absolute best stone lifters in the world, coming up first. And as you can see here, Erna for 4 stones. Ostland also 4. And Skog. Don't forget, he's not going to get all 4 stones in place. Starts at the lightest. And that's 120 kilograms. Pretty heavy if you ask me. 140, 160. 180 kilograms. Very awkward to hold these as well. And it doesn't help if you're a bit on the short side. 200 now. To get 5 up in a very good time. He's done it. That will put pressure on the 3 others. First up will be the chance of the top spot is Johannes Ojo of Sweden. So 120, 140, all about speed, strength. 160. Good time. 180. And here's the final one. This is 100 and, sorry, this is 200. Will he go for it? And Ojo of Sweden. Got a slight problem there with his right hand. I'm not sure if it was the bandage or the strapping. And oh, well, good time there. Just squeezing in front of Dave Austin with the 2 top men still left to go. And let's just see if Shalai's lack of experience has a major effect on him here. Well, he's not very experienced, but he's a big, strong fella. And we get these get heavier as you go. These are the Atlas Stones. One of the classical events, of course, in strongman competition. Ooh. Can he do it? Yes, he can. That's 4 stones. Will he go for the 5th? I don't know. Of course he will. But he did 4 stones there in 27.2 seconds. And he's on his final one now, 200 kilograms here. It's not just the weight, it's the awkwardness of lifting it. And Lawrence, they're trying to work out how to do that. I don't think he's going to manage it. Nope, he hasn't. So only one man to go now, and that will be Brian Shaw. And he's going for a whitewash victory here. Looking for first place in all 6 events, although he did level 1 of them. This is the man, the American Brian Shaw. And he's got no need to do it with the gold medal secured. Richard Skog will possibly be his main rival here. Oh, what a shame there for Brian Shaw. Well, if Shaw doesn't get this, Skog will win it. Skog will win this event. Yes, well, it looks like he's not going to bother. Skog does win the Atlas Stones, climbs to joint 4th place with Dave Osland, an unthreatened victory to Brian Shaw, though. And Johannes Ojo secures his best placement ever in the Super Series with that 2nd. So let's take a look at the overalls in the after 2 Super Series events. With the winner from the 1st leg, Derek Poundstone, not making it to the 2nd leg. Brian Shaw can open up a big lead at the top. We also see Ojo climbing as well as David Osland. And with these images, we'll leave our modern day heroes for now and bid you welcome back when it's time for the 3rd leg of the heaviest series in the world, the Strongman Super Series. Until then, take care, thanks for joining us, and goodbye.